And Holness, come to the front of the line. You may come down.
The labor right that cannot read, they do not understand when they come in a lot of big words.
It has not reached my desk, member.
But that
and you're
nothing,
aware.
Madam Speaker, the standing orders doesn't.
And leader of opposition business, you are fully aware.
Yes, but Madam Speaker.
There is no but.
Madam, of course there's a but, Madam.
These particular questions were submitted by email before 10 a.m. we're told today. So they've been at the Parliament for 4 hours.
So I come across one video with the Prime Minister of Jamaica talk about them want the whole package giving stuff stop and blah blah blah, and I'm just like, why? His reason behind it is because it just make, basically make him look bad. He's like, oh, it just make it look like, we're hungry and poverty and blah blah blah, when there is poverty in Jamaica. I don't know why am I trying to paint this picture like there's no poverty. There's poverty. I've been around it, I've seen it. There is poverty. He's like, oh, it just doesn't look good and it don't, we're not like, basically I said, we don't need this or we don't need that. But you guys, the government, you guys are not helping the people of the country. So if them can't get handouts, they're gonna take it because you guys are not doing it. Like, I don't understand. I just be a talk and conference holding and talk and no actions behind it. And then you have the people them in the crowd, a clap like them, not be a don't sit down there talk to, like, I don't understand.
Pick up the whole of hot water. Hey, that even not dash water. You might talk about even pot water, hot water. Pick up that data. Pick up yourself, father. And that love and love alone.
Good morning, Jamaica, and the world at large. Your boy Bushman Ryan here, back again with some more information, giving you the latest of the latest. So yesterday in the House of Parliament, some questions were posed for the House Speaker to review, and the Speaker didn't review it, and it caused a lot of controversy and a lot of problem in the House of Parliament. But you're going to see that, my people. Next now, this brother calls out people to support Mr. Paul Buchanan on December the 8th, and states that we should all show that we truly choose Jamaica and support Mr. Buchanan. Okay, again, my people. And next now, this brother called the Prime Minister to the front line. He also states that the Prime Minister has some secrets and wants us, the people, to hide it for him. But the people totally definitely won't do that, my people. So stay tuned for all that is to come and all that you will be hearing, because you definitely don't want to miss it. And stay tuned, my people. Hot water. So people, let us hear the happenings, or let us watch the happenings yesterday in the House of Parliament about these questions that should have been reviewed by the House Speaker but wasn't. Let us see the whole controversy.
Member from
Madam Speaker, it's still under questions and answers to questions.
It has not reached my desk, member.
But that
and you're aware.
Madam Speaker, the standing orders doesn't.
House Leader. House Leader, turn your mic on.
Come. But, Madam Speaker, Member, Madam Speaker, yes, the member for South Manchester had submitted through the House, through you and the class.
He has not submitted any questions through me.
Madam Speaker.
The questions, when submitted through the clerk, will still have to come to the attention of the Speaker.
Madam.
The Speaker cannot.
Madam Speaker.
The Speaker cannot.
Madam Speaker, I have a question.
The Speaker cannot speak to any item not received.
Madam Speaker, the member for South Manchester has duly submitted questions that he wished to table at this time through the clerk, and as it required by the standing orders, and he now
accept and table questions that have not been read at all or received by the Speaker. That is why the standing order requires
but
And leader of opposition business, you are fully aware.
yes, but Madam Speaker.
There is no but.
Madam, of course there's a but, Madam Speaker. If for example, the Speaker refuses to accept and to read the
This is not
question.
for example. I just got the question on my desk 1 second ago. The member came to the office of the Speaker at approximately 15 minutes or so after 2. He said he had submitted some questions. Have I seen it? I answered him. I told him no. He said he would go and get it and he would give me a copy. He just did.
Yeah. Why can't you just go and have a look at them? Yeah, but it's this morning. It's this morning. Madam Speaker, and
House Leader.
if the leader of opposition business would just allow me.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. The crux of this issue, yes, you have to review the questions, and a reasonable time ought to be provided for that. These particular questions were submitted by email before 10 a.m., we're told today. So they've been at the Parliament for 4 hours. You're saying that you've just got them. So a member could reasonably expect that those questions, which may not be lengthy, could be reviewed and approved so that they could be tabled today, given that there's a 21-day notice period before whoever those questions are directed at has to answer. To the extent that the administrative arrangements in this House don't permit the prompt review of the questions, it's problematic because the notice period is extremely lengthy. And that's why we're objecting.
Alright, people, for me, if those questions were those questions seem like some important question to me, because why? Based on how we know the House Speaker operates, whenever anything is going to show up the opposition or the government, the House Speaker always falter on that. As we could have heard one of the opposition saying, I think when the standing order serves the opposition, I think when the standing order serves the government, then the House Speaker makes it make sense, but otherwise she discards it when it doesn't serve the government. You know, I saw, I think it's, BUNTING. Yeah, I think it's Peter BUNTING that was, was saying that. Yeah, definitely. So, what I would say is they wanted to ask those questions yesterday, and my view is that the question is of some importance because why? As I stated, the question probably would show up the government, and you know it's the Prime Minister's wife and she doesn't want that, so she stated that she did not receive those questions in advance to Parliament beginning. But I personally don't think so. I personally feel like she got them, but she just discarded them. She didn't want to speak them to be speaked about, or those questions to be asked, because they won't serve the government or the Prime Minister's best interest. And Mr. Paulwell is, I saw Mr. Paulwell was trying his best to hold it by speaking to her with some respect, and then Mr. Paulwell had to let her know that there really is a problem. You know, don't say that there's no problem, because there is a problem. But I think that definitely those questions is of some interest to Jamaican people also. You know, it will shed a light on some issues, you know, and they didn't want us to hear it. So I feel that's why she discarded the questions, or did the people pay them any mind, or did acknowledge that she received them several hours or a couple hours before the beginning of Parliament. So people, on December the 8th, the Prime Minister and Mr. Paul Buchanan will be going to the Circuit Court to try the case, my people. You know, them say, is that a fair election and all those things. So Mr. Paul Buchanan and Prime Minister will be going to the Circuit Court on the 8th. So a gentleman have some sayings to say on that. So yes, my people, let us take a look into this video, which this man is telling us to come out to support Paul Buchanan on December the 8th.
Positive greeting, positive energy. I'm back again. Now, Jamaican people, comrades, especially to my comrades them. This one is for my comrades. All comrades, when I come to the front of class. Now, December the 8th will be the ruling of what the judge said for Paul Buchanan case. So here I am asking our Jamaican people to do. I'm asking all my Jamaican comrades and people to go out December the 8th. Let your voice be heard. Let the world see that you guys are tired of jackfruit nose. Let the world see that. Show the world you guys are tired. I heard a lot of people walking around and say that, oh, they want to do a peaceful demonstration or whatever it is. But remember, guys, remember family, remember comrade, talking don't do nothing. If you sit down and procrastinate, it won't happen. We have to get up. We have to unite with whatever we have, because we need changes. We have to unite and go out there in our numbers, because show that we need changes in our Jamaica. September 3rd, people, I first see a long one, I see some Jamaican people out, especially for the PNP, and PNP never win this election. So we understand it was taken from us, right? Now, here's the man who is not taking no bullshit. Here's the man that not taking not going to let them stole his seat and just let it slide like that. Yes, this is why I have to respect PNP party. This is why I will always respect my party, PNP party. Because why? If there was a part of those people, Paul Buchanan would just left it stay. If it was a money thing, Paul Buchanan would just collect the money and he would have left it. If this was about money, Paul Buchanan would have left this seat as it is. But I want the Jamaican people and I want the wider world to understand this is not about money. This is not about him being member of parliament to collect and put in his pocket. No. This is about a man that wants to go out there and do his job for his people who has put him where he is. He wants to go out there and do the job for those people who put him where he is. So when Paul Buchanan come over here and you see him decide, say, listen, I am taking this to the high court, wherever it's supposed to go, I am taking it. Because there is no way you can win me in my stronghold area. Like, this was one of our sure seats as a PMP. This Paul Buchanan seat was a sure PMP seat. And it shows bluntly in our face as Jamaican. Only the labor right who is unfair. Only the labor right that is unfair. Like every Jamaican, all the baby that cannot walk, can tell us that this election was rigged, was not fair. This was not a free and fair election. When I've watched video with Prime Minister Jackfruit knows Andrew Holness trying to go into polling station, which is against the law after he already voted. No matter what, no matter who you be, after you vote, you are not allowed to go in no polling station. I saw the Prime Minister doing that on videos. I don't know what kind of message that he was sending to the wider world. But I understand that the labor right that cannot read, they do not understand when they come with a lot of big word and they use all these big word. Yes, the labor right, them don't have the time to go read, to understand. So when them use certain word, it mean a certain thing. No. They just take it and run with it and feel like, say, okay, yes, they just pick the one good way and say in a patois. Him just say one thing good in a patois and everything bad. Everything else bad in English in big word. That's the terms, that's the style they've been using all these years. Yeah. Them say everything. Oh, 32,000 for minimum wage. Where? Now we get Melissa. Now we have the western part of Jamaica fucked up. When we say fucked up, like a whole new, like down there is a one new place. Western side of Jamaica is a new place. Like the new city already built. Two of them there. Two down there demolished. The city already built. All them need to do now is just move the people and the old house them where they stand already. Yeah, because them know what they was doing. This hurricane was targeted to Jamaica. It was programmed. Nextly, a lot of you guys do not understand that this is a war for the maroon. And every time I post a video about that, it never go viral. No, I want to know, listen me, keenly. This is a war is on the maroon. Now, with the maroon war, we are involving it as the wider side. Which side we are going to choose? Jamaican. The maroon them already there on PMP inside. Labor rights, open up on the eyes. Understand what is going on in your country. This is not just PMP people country. This is your country too. And how you want it to better when you guys can only pick out 5 things that Andrew Holness do. I saw a girl the other day said that Andrew Holness is doing stuff but we are not seeing it. Does that make sense, Jamaican? Can a sensible labor right answer that question for me? Can a sensible labor right answer that question for me? How can somebody doing something and we are not seeing it but we should give him praises and respect for it? Make it make sense. I don't understand. Yeah, so now me just realize that she's a pretty dunce. You understand? She just had to get the hype and the likes. Yeah, she just a pretty dunce. Pretty dunce labor right. 1 out of 1,000 labor right. One pretty one out of 1,000 ugly one. Yeah, so Mr. Like, share and follow me my side.
Yeah, so okay, since if they're saying that the Prime Minister is doing so much things and we're just not seeing it, I would love, okay, I won't say he doesn't want to take any picture, but they took picture of giving Chief Curry a Starlink or giving the Maroons a Starlink and a generator. Well, why haven't he took pictures of all other things that he has done? It's because nothing has been done. So there's nothing to prove. You get me, my people? So Yes, I would advise people to come out on the December the 8th to defend Mr. Paul Buchanan and that his constituency and his seat, you know, people. And the Prime Minister showed up at polling station, which he should not, and we know said that's a violation of the law. You know, sometimes the lawmakers break the law and all of that, people, and we still didn't get a good reason as to why he's there, even though we know that he's not supposed to be there. And then I do myself feel as if the election was rigged, as I hear the general talking, and we do want a fair trial. So I would love if it go back over, everything just go back over, you know, and we can come again. So all the people that want that's gonna support Mr. Paul, yes, I would love everybody to turn up. And people, I want people to really look into themselves, look deeply into self about all what is going on and everything that happened from the election day with the Prime Minister entering the polling station, and how things have been dealt with now due to Hurricane Melissa and thing. And think if you really think Mr. Prime Minister deserved that seat, and if you think that Mr. Paul Buchanan should win the seat. You get me, some people? Yeah, so just make you know what I'm going to leave it in the comments. People, this man called the Prime Minister to the front line, and he's saying to God that the Prime Minister wants us to keep his secret. He speaks of some things about the Prime Minister and some happenings, but let us listen to him.
Andrew Holness, come to the front of the line. You may come out. Crazy, Healy Emperor. Good morning to all of my beautiful lady on the doing this morning. Big up on yourself. Pan Tuesday morning. I don't know, say me and the man. Pan what? Internet, me general them. Big up on yourself. Good morning, God. Thank you for waking me up this morning. And thank you for waking up a few of them. You know, that's a quote. God, but before me go, Andrew don't want to keep his secret. Lord God. Lord God. Yeah, when me I say to you, my boss, clean out on the ears, me there. You understand? Listen now, we're going to reason this morning now. Mr. Andrew do a press conference or any spot in there with him big friend them, or in lead friend them, or in government friend them. You hear me now? The man said, in concern about the dignity. God, big word. Big word. The man's big word, man. The man saying concern about the dignity of the Jamaican people. And here we're in concern. You know, like we see in country people them are run for food and packaging. God be there. Oh God. Yeah, what me I say to you, my boss. Yeah, what me I say to you. And then you say, in the initial stage, when people are give out food and it become a social media thing, that was fine. You understand? But yeah, what me I say to you, my boss. Me just see a video with you. There one place. I give out one Starlink up the maroon them and one generator. Now picture that. Yeah, what me I say to you, Andrew. You have to understand this. And I realize this by now. You don't only talk when you're not on mic and on podium. You don't preach like any pastor. Sell with lie. God, me there. Me say, you don't preach like any pastor and sell with lie. Can you hear what me I say to you now, my boss? Why you think the people them are run down for food? Yes, we understand, say, we are some disgusting Jamaican. We don't want Jamaican showing that light regardless. Whether we are Jamaica or not. Because we country, if we love it, we have to defend it. But hear me now. Why you think the people them are run for food and packages? Make that sizzle in your spirit for your second, my boss. You understand? The people them need help. And I was watching a report. Majority of the here them want to get are the money not gone out yet. Still sitting there. When are we waiting so long? Tell me. Me want to know why the Jamaican people are waiting so long. Because somehow are going to say the people them to start clean up. Yes. And start help themselves. Yes. Nothing wrong with that. But some of the people them have nothing to start with. Some of the people them need mental health. Some of the people them distraught. Big word, man. Ah, God. Me there. Some of the people them distraught. Some of the people them lose everything, my boss. I don't get all this donation. And I can tell you what go on. Social media is here to stay, my boss. You have to know that. You can't tap that. So everything what you do, them are going to look on it. Every dollar, people are pay attention to everything. You have to know that. So when you don't do the right thing, people are going to video it and put you out there.
Yeah, so front of the line boss. Yeah, it make a lot of sense what I say, yes, because I definitely feel what the Prime Minister is running from is the truth that the internet will show up. And the Prime Minister did want to kind of wall it down, you know, but we explode it, we make it loud that even international people start finding out. The plan probably with all these aids that come in was to keep them, as I always say and as I have been speaking, give them to the JDF members and keep the money, you know. But this man said the Prime Minister wants us to keep it secret, and I totally believe so. And even Buju too, they may want Buju kind of hold it down too. And Buju said no. You know, because, you know, as we hear Mr. Vaz, when him address Buju about the Bible, when him say, you and I know each other long time, man. Yeah, and I don't like how you deal with it. You know, the man not keep no secret. So this brother here right in all sense. So they want to keep them secret. You know, and they remove, you know, the removal and the whole integrity commissioner thing that went on. To me, that was just as if the Prime Minister set up himself. Why? Because he did so much things wrong there, but yet still, he's now under bigger surveillance and bigger investigations are being done on him, not just by one integrity commissioner or one body of people, but the whole Jamaica coming like a hawk, watching him. As I hear the man stated, everybody is putting their eye out, you know. And using big words again now. I hear the next brother first in the other video stating about the use of big words. And that is so true. You see, what I understand is many people full of pride and ego and won't admit they won't know. So even if the Prime Minister up on the podium and says certain things, as the previous man said, he said a couple few good things in the Jamaican language. Sorry, in the patois, yeah. And then use some big word and state the other things. And nobody understand, but everybody jump and say, yeah. Twins of Twins did came out with a saying where they say, a song where they say, simplify the budget so the people can relate. And also stop using certain words so that the people can understand. So if the government say that they are for the poor people, I definitely believe that they should speak with simple words, speak in simple terms so that the people can understand, because majority of the time, if the people don't go know what some of these things mean, where the government has said they would not support it. Only if simple words were used so that they could understand, you know. And I really think social media is showing up a lot of things, so much things. Like we don't see certain things on international TV, you know, but we do see it on social media, and that is definitely the problem that the Prime Minister have. You know, this man talk about JPS. I think I asked in a previous video. For years, JPS has been providing Jamaica with power and electricity. So what happened to all that money that the government have to be lending JPS money? As this man said, it's all a scam and it's all a brain game. And right now the people are seeing through the brain game. You know, and I think the Prime Minister is very insecure about that, and he's very afraid about that, because all that, it's like people get wise, people wake up, nobody ain't to fool again, you know. So people looking, people gaining knowledge and things. So when he speaks certain things, and because technology is about the same technology that is so much up with is now against him, because people are using it for record and hold him accountable. You get me as a people. But anyway, thank you for taking in the information, and big up on yourself as always, and good morning I should say, you know, big up on yourself. Paulwell Ryan, hot water.
Hot water channel, straight to the max. Bring the thing to the people then. Original generous speed. Same way. Man, big up hot water channel, enough ice cream. Yeah man, big up